Hello guys, what is going on? Zach here, and first thing you're probably noticing is, whoa, what is this? This is something different, massive resolution, and that is right, I do have a brand new PC, and I do have a new screen as well, which does mean that now I can do full HD, 1080p, all that jazz, and it should be, hopefully, for you, a lot better, and I really do hope that this new resolution is for the best, and that hopefully it can lead to better commentary, better overview of what's going on in the game and such as well. You may also notice that I don't have small trees installed. These are actually the large trees. I will install Pussy Trees or the Pussy Wood mod very soon, as well, the large trees, they're nice and pretty, but they do have some problems with viewing things behind. And to be honest with you, I've literally just installed AOC, and the first thing I've decided to do is make a commentary, because, well, where would I be without AOC, basically? But yeah, this game is from the Masters of Arabia 2 vs 2 edition. And this is TyRanTZ versus HyM, and in green over to the right of the map we do have Tyrant Dreams playing as Saracens. His teammate, the one and only Mr. Doubt, over to the left, that's very top of the map, playing as Byzantines. And their opponents for HyM are in red, Windsword, nice name, playing as Franks over to the left of the map, and at the very bottom of the map in blue we do have Bekir playing as Vikings. And of course, those of you who are unaware of the Masters of Arabia format, they will swap over in the next round and take the opposite civs. So in this one we have Vikings and Franks versus Byzantines and Saracens. In the next game the other team will take Saracens and Byzantines. But yeah, I mean, this tournament's been getting underway for some weeks now, and I think they're just waiting on the double elimination brackets to be released, and we should start to see some really cool games from this tournament, I hope, as there are a lot of good teams in the tournament, especially for the double elimination stage, because the single elimination there were a lot of 1500 guys, there were some 1700 guys who got knocked out as well, but once we get up to the double elimination stage, which should be very soon once Booga does the brackets, there should be a lot of interesting games coming up, and I believe there will be some different varieties as well regarding civ choices and civ matchups, Huns and Mongols being one of those, I believe. But yeah, I've been a little bit on hiatus for a while actually, guys. You might have noticed that I've not really been uploading that many videos. That's all going to change now. I do have the new PC though. I will be uploading pretty much every day, hopefully. I will try as best as I can to upload as frequently as possible, and really that's just because I want to keep the channel going strong, and now I have the new PC, I've got more incentive to do so. For a while I wasn't really making any videos, just because I knew that the new PC was coming, and I was kind of looking at my laptop in disgust. I was like, I don't want to use you to record on, I'm going to have this awesome PC in a few days, and I want to wait until then to record. So I've kind of just not wanted to use my laptop at all, and I really just sort of wanted to wait until I get the new computer to do it, to record with. But now obviously I have her, or him, or it. I will be recording a lot, and as you guys know as well, I do have a second channel, and I spoke about this with the deathmatch game that I commentated between the Viper and Cannibalists, which was the last video I uploaded. But for those of you who don't know, I do have a second channel, and I will be planning to upload videos to there as well. For instance, TF2, Minecraft, and other such things. Basically whatever I feel like playing, because believe it or not, I don't just play AOC, I do play a lot of other games as well, and I would quite like to start uploading videos from other games, because I'm sure you guys understand as well, Age of Empires is kind of limited for the amount of subscribers and the amount of views it can get, and you know, I really enjoy making videos, and if I can branch out and do other things as well, then that's just great, because it means that I can just do what I enjoy doing basically, which is making more videos for people to enjoy. So if you want to see other videos as well, please do head over to ZeroEmpires Extra, and we'll be uploading videos to there, hopefully daily also. I will sort out some kind of schedule with that, because I do understand I'm quite unorganized sometimes, and I really regret being unorganized, or as unorganized as I am. It's much better to actually have some organization and have a little bit of a video schedule or something as well. So I'll sort something out with that, but yeah, if you guys are interested, head over there, please subscribe, and I will be uploading quite a bit, and also as well, I will be doing Age of Empires the most, of course. That is my thing, and as I've always said this, so yeah, don't feel like I'm going to neglect AOC, because that's not true. What else was I going to say? One more thing as well is that streaming is something that I kind of enjoyed, but it doesn't seem like you guys enjoy watching streams as much as you enjoy watching YouTube videos, and I kind of understand why. With the stream, it's kind of limited because you actually can't decide what resolution you want to watch the video in, or the stream in. So some of you guys, you don't have the best internet connection, and that's understandable. So as a result of that, you might not be able to watch the stream when I'm streaming in full HD quality, because, well, that's it. you can't watch it if you haven't got the internet capacity to do so. So there are a few downsides to streaming, and so I think I'm probably not going to stream as much, and I'm just going to stick to YouTube videos. It does seem a lot more popular, and it does seem like the YouTube videos get a lot more viewers than the stream does. So sorry for those of you who do enjoy the stream. I think I'll stream on special occasions and things like that, but other than that, I think I'm going to probably keep streaming to the minimum now, and just focus on YouTube, because really it is, in my opinion, the better platform anyway. And that pretty much sums up everything I have to actually say, and now we can kind of get into this game, because they're all about to hit the feudal age right now, and that means that we should see some action pretty soon. We do see a barracks going up from Windstorm here. He's playing as Franks, so it's likely that we'll see some archers perhaps from him once he gets to the feudal age. He could go for some scouts as well, and let's have a quick look. Well, actually, yeah, I mean, he's probably going to go for scouts first, as he does have quite a bit of food, and there's a stable going down for him right there. And I actually have made a little bit of a New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolution, of course, being 1080p, but no, my New Year's resolution sort of is to actually try and play AOC some more, because as you know, I don't really play AOC that much. I commentate, I watch games all the time, but I don't actually play all that much, and now I have the newer resolution. I kind of want to practice a little bit more and get back into it, because after being away for a little while, I feel a little rusty, to be honest with you. Yeah, we see a stable going down for Bekir as well, and as Vikings, he'll want to switch to archers pretty quickly, as he can't really make many stable units once he reaches the castle age. It's always worth bearing in mind what feudal units you're going to create that will lead you into a castle age where the best upgrades will come into play. And for blue, it will certainly be well, the best upgrades will certainly be to go for archers, crossbow for instance. The Frank's really good, because obviously they actually have extra HP on their knights, so they are much more better for going for stable units. But of course, there's a little bit of a problem with that. Going with just pure stable units once you're in the feudal age can be a little bit bad, because you do struggle to get the required food to go up to the castle age if you continue to make them. So we might see archers added in by Windsword here. But he could also wall up, and it looks like he might just be walling up quite a bit here. But if he does wall up and prevent Doubt from getting into his base, then he could actually just stick with the scout cavalry for the time being, get up to the castle age quicker, and then go for knights. But it's likely that he will go for an archery range as well, just because if Doubt does a huge flush and he can't keep him out of his base, he's going to be really screwed over by that. So we do see an archery range going up for him right there. And if I was Windstorm right now, I'd be feeling pretty scared, because I mean, it's Doubt, man. He's playing against Doubt here, and as you know, Doubt is arguably one of the best players of all time. And alright, granted, he has had a little bit of a little dip, it seems, in his performance these last few months. since he's recovering from his hand injury, but he still is Doubt, and for Windstorm to go up against him, I'd be feeling pretty nervous in this situation. I'd be feeling kind of scared, but he is, well, he's got no option. He's going to try his best. It looks like Becky is coming over here with 3 scouts as well, and this could be quite effective because Doubt already has some spearmen out. He's anticipating scout rushes from both of them, and he's actually making quite a few spearmen here. But if Becky and Windstorm sort of go 2v1 on Doubt here, they can actually do quite a lot of damage because, of course, they can be in 2 places at once. Becky could come over to this wood, Windsword could stay on this wood here, and Doubt will not have enough spearmen to be everywhere at once. And these guys, I think, making a slight mistake here. They probably should split up a little bit. One create a distraction and one sort of hit and run, losing a couple of scouts there to Doubt's spearmen and another one as well. So Doubt so far defending quite well. He lost a little bit of HP on some of these villagers, but I don't think he may have lost one villager or a spearman there. I'm not really sure which. Definitely lost a couple of villagers there, but he shouldn't be too damaged from this. He's been forced to make a few spearmen, but it's nothing too bad. He could have actually saved those villagers if he moved a spearman over there a little sooner. Of course, the advantage of scouts is that they do have that extra maneuverability, and chasing them around with spearmen is definitely not the most effective way of doing things. We did see an X down here though, and that's indicating to Dreams exactly where Windsword is open, and he does have quite a large open flank here. Dreams playing as Saracens, going with a mixture of archer and spearman here. No scouts for him at all, and that's okay. His scouts are good, but they do slow down your castle time, and Dreams could potentially get a faster castle time by going with archers and spearmen here. We'll see if he manages to actually do any damage. He does have fletching done, so that's certainly going to help his archers out when it comes to killing off these villagers, and with the hill advantage there, going to take that village out like it's nothing. And he should be able to get straight in here now. Windsword, of course, has now switched to archers for a little bit. As I said earlier, he can't just produce scout cavalries all throughout the feudal age because it's just not really effective. It's very easy to defend against scouts with a few spearmen, and the archers really need to be mixed in if the feudal age war or the flush continues for quite a sustained period of time. Let's have a look at what Beck here is doing. We've not seen a huge amount out of him, but I imagine he has added into archery ranges, and yes he has, as he's playing as Vikings, so it does make a lot more sense for him to go with the archers and crossbow, and he's even adding in a 3rd archery range right there, so he will do exactly that. He's also going up to the castle age right now, which is a pretty nice time actually. If we consider Dreams is nowhere near the castle age right now, Windsword is very nearly up to the castle age actually, and Doubt is quite far from the castle age also. It looks like Beckir and Windsword actually going to do some pretty fast castle times here, and if we consider that Dreams and Doubt might be quite some time before they reach castle, that could spell a lot of trouble for them, as Beckir and Windsword will have those upgrades much sooner, and that's almost as well an indicator that their economies are in much better shape. Of course, Windsword and Beckir haven't lost quite as many villagers as Doubt has back at his base over here. I would say though that Doubt probably has, and of course well, Doubt and Dreams probably have a slightly larger army. We're looking for Doubt 18 ranged units, 4 infantry, Dreams 20 ranged units, 7 infantry, and if we compare that to Beckir's 13 ranged and Windsword's 11 ranged, they certainly have much smaller armies than Dreams and Doubt, and of course that is a compromise you have to make. If you are going for a faster castle time, it's pretty common sense that you are going to have a smaller army. So if they can just defend, and I think this is where Dreams may be going wrong here, he's actually moving back towards his base and going back to defend his base. He's got a lot of units on this hill here instead of being nice and aggressive. Beckir is not going to lose any units, he's going to be up to castle, and he will have a technological advantage very shortly, as crossbowman padded archer armour is on the way, and he should have bodkin arrow fairly soon as well. Doubt is looking to push through into Windsword's base. Windsword of course has walled up with a combination of houses and palisades here, and he does have again a smaller army than Doubt, but he's about to reach the castle age very shortly, and his army, although smaller, is going to be heading straight over to Doubt's base, and he will have crossbowmen upgraded. He will be able to add in some knights as well, and this faster castle time certainly works out in the long run, I believe. Dreams here though is sitting on a hill on his base, and it looks like Becky is going to run straight into this, and this is a huge mass of archers here, and oh, Dreams, I would say that was possibly the worst time he could move out ever. If he'd have just sat on this hill, he would have actually taken out this army, I think, if he'd have just stood on this hill. But no, he's moved away from his base, and he's realised he's got a hole in his wall. Becky are going to walk straight into his base, and Dreams now going to have to get back to his TC, and just he's going to have to watch out, because he's got crossbows in his base, and they are going to have +2 very shortly, I believe. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, Bodkin Arrow just about to complete, and Becky with +2 crossbows in the back of Dreams' base right now. Dreams, he doesn't look like he wants to engage, but he's going to be forced into his base with his archers to try and do something about this. He's going to have to keep some villagers alive, but just consider now the amount of villager idle time that Dreams is going to have over here. He's moving his army back into position. It looks like he might be up to the castle age himself. Yes, he is, and he's not going to engage just yet. He will want to make sure that he can actually upgrade to crossbow first, but Becky can do some serious, and he already is doing some serious damage here. I mean, Dreams' economy is in absolute shambles right now. Picking a villager there, very nice, making use of that extra range so that he can attack without being attacked, and Dreams has so many idle villagers. I mean, just look at this TC. There's 15 idle villagers in there. There's another 6 or 7 under the TC, and these idols on this side. Dreams' economy is pretty much non-existent right now, and Becky is going to be making full use of this, managing to pick another villager. There's the crossbowman upgrade for Dreams, and he should now be able to start to clear this up, but Becky is not going to leave without a fight. He will be able to take out quite a few of these crossbowmen nevertheless. He's got a few skirmishers mixed in there as well, and although they're equal on the upgrades, and Dreams does have an army advantage, those skirmishers might help out a little bit. It's inevitable though that Becky will lose his army, but he did so much damage that I would say it was worth it. Consider now the fact that all the while he has been making crossbows back at home as well, and it looks like Dreams might just be on the back foot in this situation. Closing the score a little bit now though, as he did just kill off that army, and finally getting his economy back to work. But my god, that was some serious harassment by Becky there, and I think Dreams regretting leaving that little gap in the wall there. It looks like Doubt though going to be moving in right now. He's playing as Byzantine, so he does have cheaper trash, so mixing in those elite skirmishers is certainly a good idea. Also as well, coming in with crossbows with +2 and +1 defense. Windsword ready and waiting. He has got himself a mangonel. He doesn't really seem to have much more of an army though, and I'm a little bit worried for him right now, as that is pretty much no army whatsoever. He has 1 knight, 1 mangonel, or he had a mangonel, and 2 ranged units. That is slightly worrying, and if I was back here right now, I would be a little bit concerned about this army in my base. But, sorry, not back here, Windsword, but you've got to consider, Windsword actually went up to 3 TCs here. He has expanded to 3, and that is why, again, he's got less army, and this is the thing. He went up to the castle age early. It meant that he had less army. He's now added in 2 TCs, which means that he's not had much army. And Doubt is only just coming in, and consider now that these 3 TCs are up. Windsword, Doubt's gonna lose so many units there, taking a large amount of damage. Those knights gonna be released as well, and they probably will get taken out, but there's a lot of skirmishers mixed into this army, and oh my god, Windsword absolutely gonna catch Doubt off guard there, and it looks like Doubt is gonna lose the majority of his army here as the 3rd knight comes out. But my god, I wasn't expecting Doubt to lose so much of his army there. Another great shot from this mangonel, and wow, Windsword absolutely schooling Doubt right there, as Doubt was just a little bit not paying much attention to his army for a second. But as I was saying, Windsword up to 3 TCs. He's able to put up a good defense, and Doubt only just adding his 2nd in right now, the 3rd one on the way. Becky are going to head over though with the crossbows, and these villagers are going to get absolutely cut down. This TC is going to be delayed, and I've got to say, Becky and Windsword doing an absolutely brilliant job this game at keeping the pressure on. Absolutely doing an incredible job, I've got to say. Becky up to 3 TCs as well. Dreams, second TC going up, but it's just evident now that they are falling behind. There is no doubt about it. Becky and Windsword both up to 3 TCs right now, and Windsword adding in a couple more stables to continue pumping Knights. This is an absolutely brilliant game from them, and it certainly does seem like at this stage they have every advantage, I've got to say. Dreams is still Castle. He's just clicked up to Imperial though. I'm not really sure what his goal with that is, as he is, bear in mind, just added in his second TC now. Perhaps he's going to go for, let me check what his civ is, Saracens. He could be going for some late Imperial units to actually make the most of that upgrade and try and catch perhaps Becky and Windsword off guard with a technological a tech advantage. I keep saying technological, I like that word, a tech advantage I should say. But yeah, Dream's going to now head over to Doubt Space. He should, if he's just got ballistics done, which he may have, he should be able to clean up this army from Becky. Becky, no amount of micromanagement is going to save that army there, as Dreams is closing the gap, and he's being chased down with those with these ballisticized crossbowmen. That's a new one, ballisticized. But yeah. Becky losing a large portion of his army, but still, look at his score. He just lost his majority of his army. His score is still way ahead, and his economy is looking absolutely brilliant right now. Plenty of farms, a lot of gold income as well, and the third TC up and going strong. University going up. He's going to be getting ballistics very shortly as well. And Windsword now coming in also with mangonels and knights. Of course, Frankish knights here. And if he can just use these to the best visibility, these mangonels, he will be able to do huge damage. And wow, Doubt just GG'd that one there. Doubt is going to resign. Dream's going to say GG, and I was up. He was going up to Imperial there. But I think it was probably a little bit too little, a little bit too late. And Doubt deciding that it was GG. And I've got to say, Windsword and Becky are playing an absolutely brilliant game right there. They did it right. They actually got up really early. They managed to defend while they were getting up. They did a nice boom. They got plenty of economy, both of them. And they managed to push out with a greater upgraded army, a bigger force, a better force, and actually caused Doubt to resign pretty quickly there, as well as Dreams as well. So that makes it 1-0 to HyM versus Tyrant, and got to bear in mind this is a best of 3, so there will be at least another game coming up. If Becky and Windsword win it, then of course they will win this series. But if Dreams and Doubt manage to pull it back, then it might go to a third game. We'll have to wait and see, guys. There will be more tomorrow, but until then, I will see you guys next time.